You know, unfortunately,
is this your pickle? Is this your pickle? Go get it.
Unfortunately, I feel like we don't
Get
know
closer to
enough
me.
about this or like the backstory of this movie. At least I feel like I don't have like a full comprehensive view.
Well, I think we just talk about it. Well, then I feel like we can go with this at the angle of we're just the average, like we're the average person who kind of knows some Marvel stuff, but
'Cause
not.
I never watched Falcon and Captain America, like that movie, I think.
Was that a movie?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wow. So we know that Falcon
At least I
character,
saw
he's
it.
not a new guy?
What do you mean?
The Falcon character.
He's been in like all the Marvel movies.
Oh. Okay, well then how about the perspective of me not remembering any of the Marvel
Yeah,
stuff?
it's been a while since I've seen
Yeah.
any of it.
So Captain...
So we're talking about this from strictly a view as a standalone movie.
It's a
I guess.
standalone
Yeah.
superhero movie. Captain America, I was about to say Captain Marvel. Captain America, Brave New World. I mean, like, it's all right. Like, overrated as... No, I feel like it wasn't overrated. In fact, it was so...
It was
I
better
think-
than I was thinking it was going to be.
Same. You know, with
Better.
all the negative backlash that came out about it, you know, I mean, I was so hesitant to even see it.
I know
You really had to do some
pull you
convincing.
to go see it.
Yeah.
I liked the action scenes. I thought the like the opening scene was cool. I thought the I don't even know the villain's name with the big head.
The big brain?
Yeah, the big brain.
Sims?
Yes, whoever he was.
We'll
a
call him
little bit
Sims.
Lame to me. Like I just didn't know who he was. It's like, okay, so he just shoots out probabilities. Like I
Yeah.
thought that was a cool concept of like when the
vil-
Gustavo character was like, he said there was a 79% chance you try to talk me out of it, and then he like starts like trying to kill him.
Yeah.
That idea and that concept is cool, but I don't think it was elaborated on enough.
Gustavo being, you're talking about from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
That actor.
Yeah, the actor.
Yeah.
The actor who plays Gustavo in Breaking Bad.
I totally agree with you. I think the villain was just not as, we didn't get enough backstory. We got some, but
Yeah.
we did not enough to make us feel really emotionally invested. Like, did we really feel bad for this guy?
No.
I mean, not kinda, but not really. Not enough to.
No.
Yeah, we didn't really feel empathetic for his situation because we didn't know enough about him from the past. And I don't know if he's been in other movies before.
I don't think so, but I don't know.
Yeah, but he was just kind of a whatever villain.
Yeah, he was just kind of a whatever villain. And then you had Harrison Ford as the Red Hulk.
Which I wasn't.
Which was cool.
I didn't realize he was gonna be the Red Hulk.
Okay.
Did you know that going in?
Yes. Because
Okay.
it was spoiled in the previews, I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember.
Okay.
But okay, yeah, I knew there was gonna be a Red Hulk at some point in the movie. Man,
Yeah.
I will tell you what was like. When he turned into the Red Hulk, if
Yeah.
you saw that, you were like, because it was at like a press conference for the president.
Yeah.
If you saw that, you're going running, and then some like smart ass in the back, she's like, they come in red too.
Yeah.
They're red too, and it's like, ha ha ha. That's not funny,
that is
and
a-
it's like it just shows
Get
that.
the fuck away from Everett. Like, move.
Yeah,
And also, like,
I wanted to see some more terror because I think the Red Hulk's like, I thought he was really scary.
Yeah,
I think the action scenes of the Red Hulk were my favorite part of the whole movie. Was the fight at the end.
Yeah.
Except for how it got resolved. You know what brought him down? Because remember when that fight started, he also tried to kind of calm him down,
Yeah.
and it didn't work. But then all of a sudden it did.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It just happened too quickly for me. And I feel like I think I mentioned this to you, like Falcon kept trying to talk people down and kept failing.
Falcon.
Falcon.
Or,
He was the Falcon. Now he's Captain America.
oh, he was.
He
oh.
was Falcon in the other movies.
I don't remember. Sorry. Okay. So the old Falcon or the new Falcon though, the Hispanic dude.
Yeah.
That's a new character?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's new.
Okay, got
But
it.
that's why he's taking on the role as Falcon. Again, this is my limited
Okay,
knowledge.
for sure.
Don't
Well,
quote me on this.
clearly I'm very limited. I didn't even realize that was a thing.
Okay, yeah.
So, interesting. Okay.
But what was I saying?
We were talking about how things just happen too quickly.
Oh yeah, that
The
he was trying
resolution at the
to
end.
talk everyone down, which I liked. Like I was a little nervous of him stepping up as like Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
But I do think he was his own. Like I do think he was different enough and empathetic enough and caring enough
Yeah.
to kind of take over. Because I was thinking like this movie's not going to work, and I know everyone is like That's how it is in the comics and stuff.
Okay.
But someone who doesn't know that,
That's
it's a
interesting
hard
to
role
hear.
to step into, like the new Captain America.
Yeah,
When
you
he
know,
was
and
kinda
maybe
always
I
the
don't.
sidekick. He was always the side guy.
Hi, baby. Yeah, and you know, maybe it is correct to the comics or not too, but when they were hanging out in the limo at the beginning of the movie on their way to the White House, and he was like, "We got the best drink in the limo." I was like, would Captain America really say that?
I'm pretty
It's
sure
not very
I'm-
heroic, but maybe that is part of his character, or maybe that's just the actor trying to make him as more of a modern Captain America these days. I don't know. It just felt a little weird to me.
Well, I feel like too, he's a superhero who they kept making it a point that he was human. He had no special abilities
Yeah.
besides his obviously fighting skills and the wings. And
So
his,
he didn't
suit.
take the superhuman serum.
That Steve Rogers.
Okay, so if he really didn't, boy, he got beat the F up
I know.
to the point where he should have been killed a few times. So,
Yeah.
But if he had some sort of superhero serum, I would have believed that more. So now that I know that, it made a little bit of the
that's
fight
why-
scenes a little less
that's why
believable. When that
Gustavo-
big guy was punching him
The big guy?
in the beginning, the fight scene, the first fight scene where he fought
Well, he had his suit on. He had
Okay.
his wings on.
he's getting mauled in the face, dude. I mean, maybe it's just
Oh,
me, but if
yeah.
I got hit one time in the face, I go, oh,
you're
God,
done.
oh God, and then one more hit, I'd be
knocked
just,
out.
I'd be out like a light, like a light.
No, it's so true. It was a little bit of John Wick, of exceeding what normal humans are capable of.
Right off the bat.
But that's okay. I'm on board with it.
Okay.
I can kind of.
It's a superhero
Forego
movie.
that,
It's like, okay,
yeah.
okay. Spider-Man, Peter Parker is kind of the same way.
But he has.
Oh, wait, he has superhero.
He has his abilities.
He just shoots
wears.
webs.
It's not his suit though doesn't have the powers besides the new age.
Yeah.
But
Hey, side note, I used to not be able to do this as a kid.
it does hurt. It's not comfortable.
Ah! It's like Wolverine with his claws. Ching!
I would need to stretch these tendons. That would be a priority of mine. Just fast finger control.
So anyway. You know, you can just tell that the movie had a few rewrites. The story was all over the place. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking back when we were kids watching Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, although you didn't know everything going on, you could still follow what
As
the
a
plot
kid,
was.
You could follow everything.
But as grown-ups, and we didn't even take an edible.
There were
That
just a lot of-
was it was somewhat challenge. It kind of at the end made you kind of understood a little bit more. But boy, some of the plot, it just felt
There
really
was a lot of
jumbled.
dialogue scenes too, where they're like this person and this person. I'm like, wait, who are they talking about? And I know Marvel movies are like that, but it just felt a little bit too
Drawn out.
Too
the
drawn out. I was
dialogues.
like, okay.
Yeah.
And it was a really simple story almost, but it was almost felt like a simple story mixed up. I don't know. It was a little off.
It's a little tricky to follow. I almost wish I would have
I
read
wonder
a little
if
bit
we're
of
alone on this.
damn,
because
maybe.
I feel like it's a simple story, but the way it was executed was a little confusing.
I think if I could redo this experience, I would have read a synopsis of the plot before going in.
I would
Not for spoilers, but just to kind of get a better understanding from off the bat. Because I had a hard time following it
The
first.
concept is easy. Of to me, I think the storyline was simple. I think
I might be a little dumb.
No. I think I just needed some subtitles. There was a few like dialogue scenes where I was like,
There were
was
some
having a
hard
hard
to
time
there were
processing.
some hard to hear lines.
and so I think that's
agree.
what I was struggling with. But we both struggle with that, like non
Yeah.
subtitles.
We keep subtitles on in this house. Oh man, can we talk about the short girl?
Oh yeah,
Ah,
not a fan.
you know
I'm not-
she's like, some sort of defense role for the president,
Pure human, by the way.
and just total human,
Right?
but just
Unless
kicking
I'm-
all these guys' asses in these fight scenes, and she's like
5 feet.
She says 5'2" on IMDb, but she looked 4'9" max. Okay, that's
100
exaggerating.
pounds.
But like just
Like
the
someone
small
that I
small
could pick
human.
up.
And I can see the angle of modern movies, especially superhero movies, being a little more diverse, a little more inclusive and such. But it's like if you had a short person make it onto the NBA all of a sudden who was really, really short.
It just doesn't happen.
It's not going to happen. If I don't care how good of a small woman fighter is, if she's 100 pounds, she gets one elbow to the face and you break her skull.
Especially with like 5 men. And we're not talking like someone who doesn't know how to fight. They were like, she went up against like 5
trained
men.
Trained shooters.
Fighters. Like,
weren't they like SWAT guys? They were something.
Yeah, it was just like, what? How did she do that? I don't know.
That's
that
when
was a little
inclusivity just is like, okay.
Yeah, it was a little unbelievable for me too.
Yeah, I don't know if short girls need more representation. I don't know. Don't they have the Kardashians? And Billie Eilish.
I think it's more like there's just no need for her to be this like super strong, almost superhero herself. It was just like, what? Where did that come from?
I feel like that might, thinking about it, maybe someone would get offended from all that, but because I'm sure there's some badass short fighter girls out there, but
then we're not saying short women can't be strong.
Correct.
It's just like in that movie against SWAT men.
Yeah.
And she's just a normal, like, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It was
just, it felt weird. Didn't feel right.
It just was a little off.
Yep.
And it was just glaring at how petite she was, where I was like.
It was so glaring. Yeah. The other actors looked huge around her, and the other actors aren't huge.
They're like 5'9".
They're just like, average sized people. That was interesting.
Anyways.
What else? What did you think about Harrison Ford's character? Did you think he did a good job?
Yeah. I love Harrison Ford.
He did a good job.
I thought he did great. I'm not gonna say anything bad about Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
I liked his angle of like having a daughter that didn't like him, and he was kind of this person who had done some things in the past, and then was just trying to prove himself as a good person.
Hey, I feel that.
Like
I feel that.
Yeah, I like that angle, and I liked. I don't know. I thought it was a little weird that they cast Liv Tyler. I think that's her name. And then at first I didn't think she was going to be in it at all. And then she was in that last little scene.
Yeah. It was a good resolution for that part of the story.
I love Harrison Ford. I thought he did great.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
But still doing his thing.
Still looking great. That scene of him on the exercise bike, he had like full like bicep veins.
Yeah, veiny. More vascular than me. What the hell?
He looked jacked. I couldn't... I don't know how old he is. Is he in his 70s?
Carissa, I think he's 80.
He looks
I'll have to throw it up
amazing.
on screen. We'll see.
He looks amazing.
He does look good. No, he's definitely taking care of himself. He still seems really sharp too.
Oh yeah, I really like his character.
Cool.
I mean, I'll take Harrison Ford on like. To me, he was almost the main character.
He was a lot more involved than I thought he was going to be. From the previews, I think the previews really didn't give any idea of what the hell this movie was going to be about.
Yeah. You know what I found funny? And maybe this is like, true to the comics or whatever.
Let's hear it.
But how Harrison Ford is like he's like rocking the Silver Fox look. And then he like transformed into the Red Hulk and his hair is black.
I think they kept a touch of gray in there. I'm going to find some stills and throw them up on screen. Like a touch of gray.
Yeah. But
which I believe is also like a box of product at Target. It's called like Touch of Gray. Where you like...
But the Red Hulk's look was scary. His giant pecs, I was like, he looked menacing. He looked strong.
It was a good
eyes
representation of like the true power of Gamma and like in the pills he was taking, and the Hulk has always been one of my favorite superheroes. I don't know if you knew that about me.
I knew. Yeah, that was the first thing you told me.
I love the Hulk. Like I just think it's such a, just the anger. I think it's just so. I think it's raw and awesome, and I think they did that good justice there. But his hair was looking, honestly, like once I donate my hair, I might take a picture of Red Hulk and bring it to the barber and be like, yo, can you do this?
Come on, Red Hulk.
His hair was looking nice.
Yeah.
His skin was looking nice too, a little red, but
a little
sunburnt.
Smooth, yeah.
Overall, though, I think, just I don't think it's going to be a super memorable movie.
I was just going to say, I'm already like almost forgetting that. Like it was just...
Which is a shame for a movie that had a budget of like $300 million.
The thing is, though, I really liked the. I keep wanting to call him Falcon, but the new Captain America.
Yeah.
The actor, his name is slipping my mind, but I really like him as an actor.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
so
doing a good
happy
job.
that he got his own movie. Like I remember there was
Totally.
a thing back where like he would make a comment about like him not having his own movie yet. So I know the actor
Yeah.
is super excited about it. I like him as an actor. I thought he did a great job in it.
Yep, making it kind of his own character for
Yeah,
sure.
and
And,
I-
you know, I mean, like, you know, not to say it's an elephant in the room or anything, but to have like a black lead for Captain America, like that's, you know, I feel like that's not controversial, but like that's some big shoes to step into. And I think he did a great job
and
with
for
that.
me, taking over Captain America from Chris Evans, like when
Yeah.
you hear Captain America, you
think
of
Chris Evans. Yeah, absolutely.
And to like take that,
Huge shoes to fill.
I was like, there's no way this is gonna work. And I thought he made it his own. Like I liked I liked what he did with it. I thought it was really cool. And I liked how he still had that like sense of Steve Rogers of like being the good, always doing the right thing, saving the civilians.
Totally.
But he still felt like his own person. Like he didn't feel like he was doing it because he's living up to Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
He was doing it because he's a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what he does.
Totally. And I seeing at the end there that they are planning on more movies. I hope I hope, you know, with the writing and the directing, I hope things pan out a little more consistently so
Yeah.
that it can get, you know, I hope it all works out.
Yeah.
Because this is huge. Because, you know, he could, I mean, if things do go well over the next, you know, maybe 2 or 3 movies or whatever, like he will be a staple in the history of Captain America's. And that's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
That is cool.
So, yeah, cool. Do you recommend people see the movie?
Yes.
I mean,
It's a Marvel movie. I
Yeah.
don't think there was anything wrong with it. I think
no,
if you like
for sure.
I think
I
if
think
you
if
like
you-
Marvel, go see it. No?
No,
See
I
that?
think yeah, it's just a toss up. I don't know.
I guess I
The
wanted
movies
to-
is- the
I wanted
movies
to
is
do
not-
well. I like,
I'm thinking if you're gonna watch it at home. I'm not saying go to the theater for it. I don't think you need to go to the theater for this one. You think you should go to the theater for every movie?
yeah, it's a great experience.
It is a great
Everyone should go to the
experience.
theaters. I'll stand by that.
I love you.
I love you.
Cool. What is your final rating then, just out of 5?
Ooh, out of 5?
Don't say 3.5.
No.
Don't say
I was
3.
gonna-
You're gonna say 3.
3. What are you gonna give it? I had a good time.
2.5.
with
2.5.
2.5.
2.5. It beat my expectations.
There are.
I was so convinced I wasn't gonna go see this. I was like, man, it's gonna be bad.
You wanted to see Paddington Bear. You wanted
Hey,
to see
Paddington in Peru is supposed to be great, and hopefully we still see that. Review coming maybe. But I was pleasantly surprised because I was expecting to just hate every aspect of it. And I didn't
Yeah.
hate every aspect of it. And again, I like the ending with the Hulk stuff. I thought it was really cool.
It was cool. Yeah.
But I'm gonna give it 2.5. Because I don't like to give high
Yeah.
stars unless it really deserves it. That's just me.
I think to me, 3 is a movie that like would I watch it again? Sure. Like would I?
Really?
3.5 is a movie that I would say like I would put that on again. I wouldn't necessarily put this one on,
Yeah.
but I would tell people to go see it if you like it. And I had a fun. Like I don't regret seeing it. Like I had a fun time with it.
Yeah.
So that's why
Okay.
I'm 3. 2.5 is getting to a point where it's like I did not enjoy it, or like something like bothered me in the film. Like I thought
Something-
it was a
I
decent
mean-
time.
I mean, the story was a little jumbled, I think.
Yeah.
So that did bother me, and that's why I get 2.5.
Yeah, I feel it.
Good stuff. Well, until the next one.
Yeah. Look at sweet puppy girl.
Sweet girlie. She was so much well behaved this time.
Thank goodness.
Oh, she must have moved the